Okay, we're already 1 month, just over 1 month into 2025. So, how is the market in 2025 in Vancouver? We're going to touch on that. We're going to look at some stats, see what kind of listings were coming on the market compared to the amount of sales that were happening, and also chat about what we're expecting for the spring. By the way, if you don't already know us, my name's Glenn Feldstein, and this is Mike Ramp. We are real estate advisors with Engel and Völkers Vancouver and the Next Door Real Estate Group. So, Mike, let's dive into the first month, the first 6 weeks of January. How are you finding the market right now?
Well, I'm actually going to stop you, Glenn, because I've got a very exciting announcement. You've officially been selling real estate for 20 years.
Is it today?
I think it's within the next few days.
Actually, you know what? It's the 12th. It is
Yeah,
today.
it's today, man. Congratulations. 20-year anniversary, man.
That's wild. That's
Yeah,
wild.
you made it.
Yeah, yeah.
All those gray hairs, you've got lots of them to represent many years. Well
Yeah,
done.
no doubt, no doubt. Well, maybe I'll be around for another 20.
I hope
50,
not.
50, 50, 50.
Yeah. So yeah, the first month and a bit has been quite exciting. We had our kickoff meeting with Engel and Völkers a couple days ago, talked about last year and well, what does 2025 look like? I think there are going to be some big changes. Um, it's a very interesting market. We were just before we recorded this, we went over some stats, which I'm looking forward to getting into and sharing with everyone. Why don't we look at where we were in 2024 for the month of January and 2025 for the same month? So why don't we'll start off with the two categories. We'll look at East Vancouver and East Vancouver and Vancouver Westside. We'll
Yeah.
look at houses and the attached market. So
Okay.
Glenn, what were the stats like on the west side of Vancouver, January 2024 for houses? How many new listings came on the market?
Okay, so January detached houses, 144 listings in January 2024.
So this year we had 183. So we saw the number increase. What about the number of sales?
39.
Okay, so 35. So I see that as more inventory, more options, similar amount of sales. So same amount of demand, but more options for a buyer. Okay,
Right.
what about West Side condos and townhouses and duplexes? How many new listings came on in January?
672.
Okay, so we got 925
That's pretty
for
significant.
January. So a big increase in listings. Now, how many sales did you get?
201.
208. So a huge increase in listings and similar amount of demand. Very interesting. What about the east side of Vancouver? How many houses hit the market January 2024?
115.
160 this year.
One
How many?
like 160?
160. So a
Right.
lot more inventory.
Yeah,
How many
and
sales?
38 sales.
31. Okay, so how about new listings? How many listings January 2024?
Two for the attached market,
Yeah.
268.
Okay, so 334. And then how many sales?
86.
Okay, so 93. So my take on that is this is a really good time to be thinking about buying. If you want to see more inventory and more options, now's the time. We've been complaining for years after year. I wish we had more inventory. We have enough
Yeah.
buyers, but now we need homes to sell. Now we have lots of properties to sell, and we just need buyers to come off the sidelines. And I think with the interest rates coming down, hopefully we're going to have a stable federal economy. I'm not going to say stable government with the US, our neighbors, but we're not heavily influenced when it comes to buyers buying in Vancouver because there's a federal ban. So I'm excited to see the next few months. I think Q1 we'll start seeing the reduction in the Bank of Canada. They just reduced the rates. Um, Now let's see how that interacts with the buyers coming through. How are you seeing open houses? Are you seeing them more active in Vancouver? Like we had that cool listing on Hornby. How did that
Yeah.
play?
That one was pretty busy, right? So for those watching, got this great listing on Hornby, and it's a high-end property. So it's an expensive two-bedroom property, right? So I didn't think there was going to be as many people through. Like there was, so I did one day and there was 6 groups. Jess did the other day, and I think she had a handful as well. So
Now, did you
I
get an
was
offer
pretty
on
lucky.
that? Like how many days until you got an offer?
We had an offer the first week, didn't we? That didn't, we had a
Right.
first offer that didn't, we, that the first week that, wasn't great.
Yeah,
So
it's a low
we,
ball.
yeah, we politely passed essentially. But then a few days later, we got 2 more.
Yeah,
So I feel like it was within the first 10 days.
so we went into multiple offers in the second week.
Yeah.
We accepted one of them, which is a really good offer.
Yeah.
It was under asking. And then shortly after that, we had 3 other buyers reach out, expressing interest in putting in a backup. And this is a downtown luxury condo, water view, 770 square feet, listed at $1,400 a square foot.
Right.
So I think that's a good sign. Downtown has been quite slow. In order to go into multiple offers in a condo downtown in the second week is quite unique.
Yeah. And we
So
didn't price it for like, I felt our price was kind of, we were trying to find that sort of bang on, not too much, not too low. So we definitely did price it in line. So we didn't underprice it by any means.
no, and there's what, 5 or 6 other units for sale in the building as well, and a couple similar floor plans just a few units below.
Yeah.
So the fact that we got some action on it is great. If you
Yeah.
any buyers or sellers want to hear about what and how that actually played out, we would love to give you more information on that as well. That was a good success story. Subject removal is actually today, so
Right.
hopefully we get some good news on that. It seems to be going well, but I think a lot of optimism in the market, which is nice. We're seeing some good sales. There was a sale on West 6th Avenue that was a few $100,000 over asking. So I think if a seller is thinking about putting their property on the market, if it shows well, it's priced accurately, and it's marketed properly, you're going to get some action on it. And we've got some very exciting listings coming up in the next few weeks. We're excited to share with everyone. Um, yeah, reach out to us if you have any questions. If you are thinking about buying and jumping off the fence, now's a really good time to be looking at selling or buying. I'll take that back. And if you are thinking about selling, let's come up with a strategy that's going to get you in front of the most amount of people and finish with a successful sale at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And for sellers out there, like, yeah, you do have a little bit more competition than you did this time last year. But it seems to be just year after year, just very important to make sure your property is presented as well as it can be. Buyers, if they've got a lot to choose from, they become pretty picky. So I'm not saying spend a lot of money on your property or anything like that, but I'm just saying do what you can to make sure it's showing its absolute best, and you're probably going to have a pretty good result.
Yeah. So thanks for listening this far. My name is Mike Ramf with Engel and Völkers, Glenn Feldstein as well. It's been a pleasure. And again, Glenn, happy 20-year anniversary. No big
Thank
deal.
you, Mike. I appreciate you. I appreciate you remembering, because in this old age, you just forget things, right?
I got you. I got you. Okay,
Okay.
everybody, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.